30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh, my God. Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game.
From the outside now, it's Page off balance. Puts it
And this one is hammered to left field. Did he do it? Yes, sir. Walk-off home run.
All right, welcome to Arbitrage Arena. This has been a long wait for me and Gavin. My name is Parker. We got two great sellers in the future below me. Basically, what this is a competition between former and current college athletes. I was a new seller at one point. I think having a network is huge in doing this, and that's why we created this. I've been selling over 10 months now. I just hit 600K in sales. I quit my 9-to-5. And yeah, full-time Amazon. What about you, Gavin?
I just recently dropped out of college running this business. I started back in late August, all through my freshman year of college. So I got on campus day one, set the notepad down, set the laptop down, just got to work every single night, hours of work, and it's paid off. So I'm now able to, live a free life, do whatever I want in business and, keep it rolling.
Yeah. And once we met, I think that's when things really took off for you.
Oh,
we had Aaron, we had the whole 20K profit group. And so that's what I feel like these guys are going to experience. It's just going to take a little bit of time to get things up and going.
Yeah, 100%. The second we started talking is my sales probably 10x. No 100%. Doubt about it. Because you have data on a product, you let us know. And we never would have known that if it wasn't for the network. So having the compounded knowledge, gives you that extra boost in business and minimizes mistakes.
Yeah, and it makes it more fun, 100%.
100%. All right, so Hassan, tell us why you got into Amazon. I heard a story about a VA potentially got you into Amazon, so tell us a little bit about that.
So yeah, let me start. My name is Hassan. I'm from the best state in the U.S., Connecticut. Go Huskies. I had a virtual assistant in my business. I have a commercial cleaning business. I have a virtual assistant who used to work for me. And my VA just kept telling me about Amazon. And I thought it was a scam. I looked into it and I just thought it was a scam. But he told me he's been pressuring me to do Amazon for about 5 months until I finally gave in and just started doing more research. And this was back in April. And once I started doing research, it was no looking back because I seen the potential. I seen what other sellers were doing, such as yourself and Parker. And once I seen you guys crushing it and other sellers crushing it, it was a no-brainer for me to go in there, go all in.
Make the jump. Yeah. It's crazy because Park and I, we both have a VA. We trained him to do Amazon stuff, and then you had a VA tell you about Amazon. That's kind of unique.
So April was when I, fully said, you know what, I'm going to learn this thing, and then I connected with Parker. But I got my first sell May 20th, and I'm currently at around a little over 4,000 on the week.
Ooh. I mean, that's
on the week.
He got a sale 8 days ago.
Yeah.
And he's at 4K. Gavin here, he's been selling for what, 4 months now? You want to tell us about your journey? And
yeah, so I think it's a little over 3, maybe like 3.5 mark now. Kind of a little backstory with me is I went to college for first semester. I'd always been into business. Me and Gavin resold shoes when we were kids. And I just didn't feel like it was a place for me. So come finals week, we had our exit meetings for the fall in baseball. Let's just say it didn't go to plan. And immediately I made the decision to go home. Before all of my finals, I said I'm 100% betting on myself. I'm just going to put my head down and grind. And I saw Gavin post his Q4 100K sales in a month. And I called him and I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like I said, me and Gavin have been friends for forever. We grew up playing baseball together. And I was like, I got to figure out what this kid's doing. I got to hop on the train. So we had a couple of calls and, Gavin really, he took a risk with bringing me on, helped me actually make the decision. So yeah, we're at 3.5 months now. I think I'm almost up to 50K in sales. This month I've done about 18. Yeah, moving in the right direction, ready for back to school.
How much did you do your first week?
My first week? It's actually a good question. I think I got up to like 1.5K. I thought that was really good.
I did better than you, so that's good. All right.
There you go. Hey, that's the rivalry. You know, we want that in the competition. And with Arbitrage Arena, that's going to be there.
And Hassan, what kind of made you dive into it? I mean, do you have a family, right?
Yep. So what it was for me is I seen that other sellers were doing it, and I asked the question, why not me? You know, why can't I do it? You know, where I'm at in my life, a lot of people are, you know, the mid-30s. A lot of people in my age, they are scared to take risks, but I've never been afraid to take risks. You know, this is like the third business I've started. Always willing to take risks, especially if I see other people successful, like all three of you guys. I seen you guys crushing it, so it was easy for me to take the risk and learn from you guys.
Hassan has a family, and he's making it work. This guy gets up at, 4:30 a.m. every single day? Every day. Post a video on Twitter talking about motivation. It's like David Goggins out here, you know, motivating people. I see that video, I get motivated, so it's awesome.
I wasn't even doing those things until I got with you guys.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't like posting videos, working out, different things like that. So you guys got me out of my comfort zone. Of course, I always worked out, but what really pushed me was Parker doing the 100 days challenge. And I was like, damn, if I can give my all for 100 days and see the type of success he's seeing, then it's a no-brainer for me to go all in. But it's fun. You know, at the end of the day, it's fun. You know, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. It's fun. I met you guys. I'm connecting with you guys and other people as well. It's fun for me. So I'm enjoying myself.
And that's, I think, what we wanted to create is that it's starting to feel like a team. You know, we got different personalities, different age groups, everybody's from different places. And that's kind of what I love about sports is you have so many different people. You know, you got the class clown, you know, you got the guy waking up early. Like it's a whole mix, but at the end of the day, like everybody's helping each other and there's one common goal, and that's to make some money. So that's what I feel like is going to be awesome about this.
Yeah, 100%. And to kind of share a little story, 4:30 wake up. It's so important to have that network, because I guarantee you, if I did not see Hassan text me at 4:30 in the morning, I would not be waking up at 5 o'clock like I am now. Him and Sirs, they were both up at like 5:30. I would wake up at 7. I'd wake up at 7. I'd go hit the gym. Like, you know, I'd get my day started. I thought that was like good, but somebody's always out there outworking you, putting more effort in, and they really helped me get over the hump of just going for it. And now my days look 10 times better than they ever did.
So Gavin, going back to Amazon, what's the hardest part about Amazon online arbitrage?
I thought the hardest part in the beginning was setting up my printer, my thermal printer. Was going through the steps and like downloading everything on my computer. I thought that was the hardest thing. I mean, like 2 hours to figure this out. Honestly, just the hardest part in this whole space, in my opinion, is getting enough capital. And I feel like once you're to a certain point and you've put in hours and hours and hours of sourcing, you know what products sell, you have all these different ASINs that you've sold, you have your own personal data, you know, it's just going to take time. So yeah, just stay in the course and it'll all come.
So Hassan, what's been your favorite part about online arbitrage?
Making money. Watching the sales come in. Yeah, that's my favorite part, is connecting with you guys. That makes it a lot easier. Like if I was doing this alone, I would say that's the hardest part. But the easiest part and the funnest part is just connecting with you guys, man. That's what make it fun outside of making money.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you think about this, you connected with me on Twitter, right? Because I saw I checked your profile and saw you were actually trying hard. You know, you were willing to get in the gym. And so if you had never put yourself out there, we probably would have never even crossed paths. You know what I mean? So there's so much power in doing that. And I think a lot of people miss out on that because, one, they're scared what their high school friends are going to think. I had coaches and stuff. I was scared posting online. I think the camera feels like a 50-pound dumbbell the first time you pick it up. And then it just gets lighter and lighter each time. Like, I think that's so true.
100%.
And Parker, you've had some cool moments, like past coaches reach out and be like, hey, like, I'm proud of you. Keep it going. And how does that feel?
Yeah, that was super unexpected. I had one coach tell me, he read my tweet in front of a team, which was really cool. And then another coach said one of his players asked if he had ever coached me. So there's a lot of cool stuff that comes with posting online. I think it's a little bit weird when you do it the first couple of times and you don't have like a huge following. But if you stay consistent with it, grow like day in and day out, putting out content, eventually it becomes really cool. And I feel like people kind of jump on board with it.
Hey, I have a question for both of you guys. What do you want each team member to achieve under your coaching?
I think the biggest thing I want you to achieve is one, like a mindset flip, because I think that's what me and Gavin have experienced. Those limiting beliefs of money pretty much vanish for us. And it's far outside of just Amazon. Like, I truly believe that having the group that me, Gavin, and Aaron have, that we will never struggle with money because we have a great network of people who will always learn from each other. And so that's what I wanted to create for you guys, because this could be lifelong friends, that like I've seen Amazon sellers go into people's weddings. Like Gavin and Aaron, I would 100% invite to my wedding if I had it next week. That lifelong relationship of people who actually try and care about life, I feel like is priceless.
So Hassan, what's been your biggest milestone since day one? I'm starting this business.
800 in sales in one day. That was a big one for me. Of course, and I want to see what, I want to hit a 1,000 in one day, but the 800, that was like a big one. I think when I was hitting like 100, 200, 400, 500, those were great. But the 800, that gave me the confidence, like, oh shit, this is real.
Yeah.
But that was a big milestone for me.
Yeah, that's good. And you're going to be in December, a couple months down the line, and you're going to be mad that you're hitting $800 sales. That's going to seem like an off day. It truly will. If you put these systems in place and put everything together and learn every single day, that's going to be, you're going to want more than that. So,
yeah. To put it in perspective, I had a 22.1K day, December 15th.
Crazy. How many ACEs was that though?
Like a few. And I literally was like, all right, I'm going to drop my price 50 cents and just let these go. And it was just like,
drop the hammer.
Yeah.
It's
crazy. So let's dive into what Arbitrage Arena actually is. So we have brand new Amazon sellers, pretty much everyone 3 months or newer, only current and former athletes. I felt like this was a great niche for people that try really hard. You have the school schedule, you have practice, you have weights, you have class, people that are kind of like just dialed in on life, and then bringing that to Amazon. The idea was we'll give you 3 months to come up with the total revenue, a 5v5 competition, teammate style. You got people helping each other. You got people trash talking. It's very similar to sports in my opinion, but we just bring it to Amazon. So we got the two teams here. We got Team Clearstock and Team Flip and Dip. Now, we have high expectations for all of these guys. Obviously, we have Hassan there in the middle, Gavin there as well, facing off on opposite teams. One of the biggest things to look out for is just the ungates, who has Nike. Obviously, that's a big competitive advantage if you do. But at the end of the day, like, this is a pretty competitive match, in my opinion.
Is that a mugshot you got there?
I know it looks like a mugshot. When I was playing ball, I wasn't smiling, man. I was fierce on the court. So it was no smiling.
There you go.
It was no fun in games.
That's that game face right there.
Game face. I'm in the zone, bro.
Hassan, how do you feel about this?
I feel really good. Hayden is our biggest sleeper. Rudy has the experience, and as you know, Noah, he's fearless. He got his YouTube channel going out. He's putting himself out there. He's fearless, so I know he's going to scale very quick. And JP, he's the funny guy on the team that you got to watch out for. He likes to joke around, but he's serious about it. And we got some strong candidates. Our goal is, we talk amongst each other. We created a group chat. Our goal is 100K for everyone on the team. We're pushing up to hit 100K. The sky's the limit for each and every one of us, and we won't be satisfied unless each and every one of us hit 100K.
That is big numbers. And that's the full competition?
Full competition.
3 months. Okay. Yeah, I think it's definitely doable. The biggest thing is Hayden. I know he's been struggling with the ungates. Once he gets that, he was doing really well at the beginning with some RA. And I think that's another thing. Nick obviously doing a lot of RA, because you got to think we're starting this in a few days now. So if you haven't sent your stuff to Amazon, if you're FBAing, like it's going to be a second before it checks in probably. So obviously RA could get you off to a fast start, but we'll see how it plays out, because obviously, it's a long 3 months. You can make up some serious ground in August.
So Nick on the Flip and Dip and Rudy on the Clearstock, those are RA demons. Like those guys, they're texting me. They're like, oh, I just went to 5 stores today. I'm getting another 5 tomorrow. Like, they're both going at it, and it's going to be interesting to see who can get more volume with retail arbitrage.
I was going to say, I've got a bunch of dogs on my team. Relentless RA, just trying to go find every piece of profit that they can. Hassan, those are some rookie numbers. I'm shooting for 300. I'm going to cover 3 of your boys. Don't worry.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Hassan did, I think, outdo your first week. Like, technically, because you started FBM, so, you know, when the FBA checks in, it sells a little bit faster. But that's a point in itself. Like, you were able to get off to such a good start because you merchant fulfilled. You were able to send the products out yourself. There's a lot of Amazon sellers who just refuse to even do FBM, which is crazy to me, especially around these back to school times.
Yeah. So Hassan, let's talk you versus Gavin, 1-on-1. I'm curious to see who's going to put up more numbers in August. Technically, you're the underdog because Gavin's been in the game for 4 months. You know, he's got more sales under his belt. But what do you have to say to that?
I think I'm I know I'm gonna put up better numbers than because he sleeps in. Now he's starting to get up a little early, but I don't sleep, bro. I don't sleep. So while he's sleeping, I'm working. So I think I'm gonna put up better numbers than him.
Hashtag let's do this.
Let's do this.
Hassan, where are you putting the inventory in your house? Do you have like a separate bedroom?
No, I use a family member's house because their house is bigger, and it's pretty much my office over there. So
that's dedication.
Yeah.
You're borrowing houses. We talk about using the extra bedroom. He's got the whole extra house for this.
Yeah. I got the attic and the whole second floor. So it's like two rooms on the second floor as well, plus the hallway. So it's all mine.
I love it. What about you, Gavin Johnson?
I started moving everything over from my mom's house, my dad's house. I got my brother and my dad doing Amazon now, so I gotta move my thermal printer and poly bags and socks over to my dad's when he needs to send off stuff, and then I'll print it all off there, and then I'll come back over here when my brother needs to do something. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but we figure it out.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm really excited about this competition. Obviously, we're getting going here in a few days. Is there any last words between you two of kind of what to expect in these first few weeks? Are you guys feeling good about the inventory you have in? Obviously, we just finished Memorial Day sales. How are we looking on that and on spend capability?
For me, back to school can't come any sooner. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to spend at least $75K. I'm back. I'm ready to go.
And
Probably
for
more.
anyone listening to this, that just seems completely insane. But as you know now, the more you spend, you know if it's good inventory, one, because a lot of these products we're testing, or you have us to kind of lean on. So you kind of know the products that we're going deep on, you pretty much know they're going to sell, you know?
Right. We need some last words for Gavin. What are you expecting, brother, going into back to school?
Pure domination. That's exactly what I'm expecting.
It definitely threw the competition for a loop when Nick pulled through 5 ungates in one night. I will say that was a big swing, but as a competitor, you know that no matter what happens, you got to step up. And I think the team on the right for sure will step up because I've seen some of those guys do it before. I don't doubt Hassan. He wakes up before me every single day. So there's a lot of time in those 3 months for him to pump out some sales.
No, but I got to respect Flip and Dip. Of course, Gavin's a dog, and Nick, he didn't give up. You know, he could have given up, and he overcame that turmoil. So these guys are some dogs, man. It's going to be a battle. It's not going to be an easy win. We'll get the win, but it's not going to be as easy.
And the awesome thing is how dedicated you guys are to this, right? Because me and Gavin had the same thing. We had a competition, and it truly does push you harder than you would have done without it. I 100% stand behind that.
100% agree.
But yeah,
I do not think I would have put up those numbers if it wasn't for that extra boost in competition.
And I'll preface this by saying me and Gavin are not on anyone's team as well. Like, we're here to help everyone. Our goal is for all of you to make the most money possible. And I truly believe that with this group, I have really high expectations. I think there can be a few guys in this group next up in the community, and I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, super excited for Arbitrage Arena. Get stuff going. We'll have Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter at Arbitrage Arena. If you guys want to follow along for the journey, we're super excited for these new Amazon sellers and can't wait to see what they can do in the Amazon business.